Alright, yo. We better hop into another motherfucking trade recap. This shit. I fucked up today a little bit. Not really, but I just missed. I just didn't stick to my plan, bro. Let's see that. Let's just say that. Fucking. We came into one day. We were looking at gold. We had PPI and shit this morning. So I was waiting for all that shit to come out. I didn't even fucking get on the charts until like 9:30. So we let all that shit play out. We knew on gold the one day was bearish. Came out a 4 hour, 4 hours bearish. We marked up the previous day highs, which was here. Previous day lows. We marked up. Yeah, we marked up the four hour lows, 4 hour highs. Sell side liquidity, buy side liquidity, more sell side liquidity down here if it wants to come down here and grab these wicks, which it did. We're gonna. And then I knew that had all this shit marked up last night, so I was waiting for PPI to come out this morning. And when was this morning? Like right here. Yeah. Waiting for PPI to come out. PPI came out at 8:30. So this is this candle, straight bearish candle. It made this straight bearish candle because it was trying to fill in all of these orders in these wicks, mainly this fair value gap probably. But if you go to the higher time frame, it's probably a bigger fair value gap. Yeah, look, it was trying to fill in this 4 hour. So PPI came up, filled in this 4 hour. We knew this was the previous day high right here. It's exactly where it came to. So after when PPI came all the way up here, we were gonna wait for a sell down. It's exactly what we did. We waited for it to sell off and come back down into equilibrium. Once it came down into equilibrium, this is where I fucked up because I was on 5 minutes. I got into the trade like right here. Going to be 100% honest. I got into the trade like right here, which was bad because we seen the sell off, seen it push back up, and then we seen the real sell off. So that's what I waited for, the real sell off. This was 9:50 in the morning. And then instead of me waiting for it to come grab this liquidity and fill in this huge fair value gap from PPI, I just seen this is where I fucked up. I just seen this huge bearish candle on the 1 minute. I seen it just shitting itself. So I hopped into the trade over here. And then I ended up I had my stops and take profits like this. Got into the trade like right here. Had my stops here, TP here. See, I fucked up because I didn't wait for the initial reaction back to this liquidity, back to this resistance level. So I seen that it was just straight selling off, and this is me fucking up by just hopping into the sell instead of me being patient and sticking to my plan and waiting for it to come back up to this liquidity, grab this whole fair value gap, has to grab this shit, has to come back up and tap these at least. Instead of me doing that, I got stopped out. I got stopped out, and then I was down for the day. So I went, took a shower, said I gotta relax, whatever. Price was like around here when I got stopped out, so I was like, whatever, I gotta take a shower. Went and took a shower. I thought that price was going to try to come up into these. Maybe it could have been. So I just went and took a shower. I was about to get in the shower, and I seen that price respected this fair value gap and this imbalance, you can call it, not a fair value gap, whatever, same thing. And it started selling and closed out of it. So I was literally about to get in the shower, open my phone, and I seen this candle, these three candles, and I was like, okay, well, I was just liquidity today, it just stopped me out, and now it's gonna make the move that I wanted to make. So I got right back into the trade. Got right back into the trade right here on this wick. After it made this little doji right here, this little bullish doji, came up here, I got into the trade right here. So put my stops above this candle, and then I went and got in the shower. Took a shower, probably 20 minutes. Came down, got out the shower. When I came back from getting out the shower, price was here. It literally was that close to hitting my TP, and then started retracing. And I was like, okay, whatever. Like TP almost got hit. Like look, my TP was down here on this red line, on this sell side liquidity from this 4-hour low. So that was like that too. But I was like, okay, it's just gonna be a little retracement. I do not see it coming above this fair value gap after it just closed out of it and kept closing, like below this one too. So it came back, retested this fair value gap. I mean, you can say it tested this imbalance, which it did, right here, and like get rid of this. But let's get rid of this too. Yeah, so it came back up into here, and I seen this bearish doji form, and then these two came. I was like, all right, we're mint. This is gonna keep falling. I mean, if you look right here, it came down and it came down and broke these lows. It didn't close there, but the wick came down. So there's a bunch of liquidity sitting there. So I was waiting for it. So then price came back up, started selling again. Seen it made this fair value gap, marked this fair value gap up. Started coming back up, held this fair value gap. Held this for a couple minutes. Made this bearish ass candle. After these two bearish dojis, which is perfect because this is just a lot of seller pressure. It's not getting over this fair value gap. So, it's bearish ass candle. Made another fair value gap. It held this fair value gap. So, I was just sitting here, got out the shower, seen my TP almost got hit, but whatever. It was holding all these fair value gaps, still breaking it to the downside. So, I was going to stay in this trade. Just let it rock out. Let's just play some fucking music like I was. And that's all we did. And literally, from when I got out the shower, what? This was 11:18. Fucking 30 minutes later, TP got hit up like 200. And yeah, fucking that was it. Like literally up like 200 for the day. Mind you, we weren't that trade was worth 200, but I didn't make 200 because I got stopped out on a $70 stop loss right here. So I made a little bit. But see, that's why you stick to your plan and you wait. We had it marked out. We had it all marked out. We knew it had to come back into equilibrium. We knew this was buy side liquidity. We knew all of this. We seen the 4-hour highs. We seen the 4-hour lows. It was just me having FOMO, trying not to miss out on what? Trying not to miss out on a fucking. Let's look at this. Oh no, I tried to miss out on a 6-pip fucking move, dog. And then I end up getting stopped out. Like, just stick to your fucking plans. And you're gonna be fine. Like. But yeah, I only lost today because I didn't stick to my plans. And it was my fault. But I still ended up winning. So, that was pretty much a trade recap for the day. Everything else, I was looking at everything else. Like, I was looking at US 30. I was looking at ES. I was looking at NAS. So, like, I didn't take this trade. I was going to. Like, I literally put this here to see if it played out, and it did play out. So, I was like, okay, that worked. But it was just doing a lot of weird shit today. Like, not really. It made some huge moves right here. But then, for a little bit, it was just staying in this range. Like, look, it was just staying in this range. So, I wasn't really trying to trade NAS and ES today. I mean, I could have. But I wasn't even like really looking at this shit at 10:10 to even get into this trade, or I wasn't looking at this shit at 12 to get into this trade. And I was trying to wait anyway because we had news. We had news at 8:30, which was PPI. We had another natural gas storage at 10:30, and then at 12 we had Yellen speak. So I was waiting for the news to settle. Like this is like right here. This was all before news, and then 10:30. The natural gas came out, made this move, retraced, came back down, retraced, came back down, retraced. And then at 12, it came back up into this area. Right there on that imbalance. Came right back up into that imbalance. So we could have caught an entry right there too. Because if you want to look, I'm going to go to the. Yeah, we can just use the 1 minute. I mean, just take it down to here. It's equilibrium. We could have got back into this at a premium, in a discount, discount premium, whatever. We could have got it at a better fucking price, and then fucking Yellen spoke, and this shit just tanked. Tanked what? How many pips? How many points? 90 points it tanked. But like, I'm not trying to trade with news. You never want to trade with news. You want to wait for the news to settle, and then get your shit. So at 10:30, we had this. We had all this at 10:30. We had the gas, natural gas storage. We had the natural, and it just kept making pushes up, but it wasn't. We really couldn't have any confluences to get in here because like it just kept bouncing in this area. So it's like, what are you gonna catch a trade here? Catch a trade like no. So wait for it to come back into an area, catch it in the premium, but I wasn't buying it. I was gonna wait for it. Like, you gotta have some balls to be trading in with the fucking news, especially PPI, CPI, all that shit. I mean, the member speaking is different, but I still want to wait. Like, I would have waited for the 12 o'clock move. I would have waited for this. See, look right here, 12 o'clock. 20 spoke, Yellen spoke. Made a push down. He made a 30 pip push down. And if you look, we can just drag this directly across. And that's still the halfway point on this bullshit. Like, look. You got a fair value, imbalance for value gap right there. You got an imbalance right here. And it tested both of these. Came right back into these. Could have caught your sells after news, like you're supposed to. Could have waited for the retracement, grabbed liquidity in these imbalances and fair value gaps, caught your sells down. Could have got in right here. TP above equilibrium, or stop loss above equilibrium. TP back down to these lows. Easy 1 to 4, 1 to 5. But if you want to, this is what I was doing. We had no idea that it was gonna come all the way down to this. No clue. But that's why you mark out the previous day lows, previous day highs and shit. And then you have equilibrium. Because look, I'm going to say by the end of the day, price might be at equilibrium or damn near close to it. If it fills in this wick from yesterday. So, that was a trade for today. Just quick gold trade. And yeah, that it worked out. Honestly, you could have kept holding this shit. I could have kept holding this shit all the way down, which I was going to hold it. That my second TP was here because of these lows. Hold on, buck. Let's go to 4 hour. Second TP was at 2300 because of this wick right here, or not wick. That's the equilibrium John, but because of these wicks, and this one especially. Look, this wick right here. Move it. I can't even. Alright, I fucked that up. You see it. This wick right here. That's why I had that's a 4 hour low right there. Sell side liquidity. All this whole wick is just liquidity. So that's where my second TP was. Yeah, that was that. Easy 100 something for the day. Don't do what I did. Do not fucking get into the trade because you see it just selling off. Wait for the liquidity. You know it has to come back. But yeah, that's that. We got Michigan consumer settlement tomorrow. That's not tomorrow. Yeah, it is tomorrow. Alright. And yeah. I want to see price probably make a move tonight into tomorrow, make a move back to here. And then I want to see more sells tomorrow off. I want to see it go like this. Come back up into here and sell back down to these levels right here. But we'll see. End of the day.